EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
21.
At the Lions' 37-yard line.
General West.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo completes it to the tight. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 25 on 2nd down. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check 43. Wide, get wide. Protein spills.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's Johnson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
He's checking. Crash.
So they will go for it. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set. 180. 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check it out, read. Middle. Joker. Check. 10.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
180.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 5-0. Check it out. Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Scarborough. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
White.
Throwing is Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So don't say alert. Patrick. Blue draw quarter. Rush in. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Say 22. Hey. X3, 218, chopper.
Stafford. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on third down. Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Monday. Omaha, ready, move.
Now Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They run. This is Scarborough. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Stafford. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Chopper! Omaha, ready to move!
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back now at Ford Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check three. Kill. 1, Omaha. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They will run again with Coleman. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Check. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch 54. I got you, son. Check 3, check it out.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a DB, you're giving up a ton of height on that play to the receiver. So if they want to throw a 50-50 ball, that's going to make it difficult. All you can do is rely on your technique. Try and time it. Try and figure out when the ball is going to arrive and meet it when it gets there.
And on that play, short man won. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Slow Omaha, remove.
Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 36. Zero. 11. Hey, wahoo.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here comes Pettis on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
11. 22-jet bomber.
On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 28 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 33. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing.